So here we have a single door being skinned. This door we're fitting Duratough film to. We've got this set up on trestle, so it's just easier to skin the door on a trestle. You can see we've got the inserts, the Duralock channel and the Duralock bead set up around each side. So here we are, just got it set up ready to go. So we just pre-cut the Duralock. You have to cut the length with an extra piece. You can see, just use the offcut. It doesn't need to be all one piece, but it's good to have those pre-cut ready to go. They're cut about 25mm short than the overall length of the Duralock channel, because it can get a bit tight in the corner otherwise. So it's best to cut them short back a little bit, and we'll come back in a second. Okay, now we're just going to start at one end, and we can see Mark here starting with the insert. He's got the insert in his left hand, and you can see him placing it now. So just tilting it forward slightly, angling it forward, and then rolling the back in. There's not a lot of tension on the film at this stage, but we will get more tension when we go to the other end. So just start in the middle, working towards each end, towards corners, putting the channel in. And then we'll pop a piece of bead in as well. There we go now. And we just need to finish that off with a hammer. There we go. Just tap that in. Okay, that's one end done. We're about to go to the other end and pull it tight. Okay, now we'll just swing around to the other end here. We've got Mark pulling the cover as tight as he can, starting in the middle again with the channel, roughly lined up at each end. Just rolling the front edge forward and then roll the back in. And we've just got an extra little piece going in here. You can just cut it through any length you like. Put that piece in. And then we're going to pop the bead in again, same as we've done at this end here. The bead in, and the last little bit as well. We'll trim off the plastic afterwards with the beads in. So that's one end done. And now the second end. Now we'll start on the sides. Right, we're just going to start the sides now. We're starting in the centre again. You can see we've got the beads and the channel already pre-cut, ready for the length to go in the groove. Mark's just pulling it in the centre, rolling the bead forward again, down in the channel, pressing that into the Duralock groove. Just follow the instructions. The channel just goes in one direction with a little lip facing the plastic. And just finish off the other end. Roll that in. This is the channel going in. And then the last little piece of channel, which is just to, you just cut these to make the length correct. Pop that in. Then this bead's going to be popped in with a, we'll see it's back out here. So there we are. Let's finish off the bead. And now the last little bit of bead just to pop in. Right, we'll come back to the other side. Now just switching to the other side of the door, once again starting in the middle. We've got the channel in hand here, rolling that in. Excuse the background noise. There we go, so the channel's going in. Into the Duralock groove. All of the door is done with Duralock 2. And if you read on the instructions, the printed instructions, you'll see the technique of the insert, which direction it goes and which way the bead goes. It's the last little piece going in now. And then there we go with the bead again. Just got the bead to pop in. There we go, running along. Now the last little bit of bead. And we're happy with the tension on the door there. It's nice and tight. So now we're going to go around and we're going to trim this edge off. We normally trim it off at about level with the back of the aluminium, so about 10mm or so behind the Duralock groove. Just going to look this quickly along with a knife, make it look nice and tidy. So that's one edge done. And there we go, just like magic, we've got a trimmed off door. You can see the trimming level, about a centimetre behind. Don't trim it until you're happy with the tension on the cover, because if you do want to retension a bit, you can take a little bit of the Duralock out again, pull the plastic tight, and then put the Duralock back in. But if you trim it off close, it's very hard to retension because you've got no plastic to hang on to. This is the bottom of the door here. This shows the fin, as it's called, on the bottom. This is going to go in the door guide slot at the bottom of the door. and the top of the door up this end. With the door rollers are already fitted to the door, as you can see here. 1 and 2. This door is actually the wide door, so it's 830 millimeters wide. The standard door is 630 millimeters wide, but they're essentially, you just follow the same technique for the skinning. Alright, that's the door skinned.